Hello and welcome to my channel. My name is Rachel and I like to help people find a sense of calm. I created this channel to share tips and tools for mental health and well-being and voice techniques for meditation and healing. Today I'm going to cover a couple of things. The first thing I'm going to cover is how to produce the sound. A few people have asked me, because I talk about driving the sound from the core and not putting pressure here, and they've asked me to just explain that a little bit more. So, the idea basically is that although the vocal cords are here, everything to do with the production of the sound comes from basically the sternum down. It's all to do with how well you use the core muscles, because they produce the wave of breath, or the jet of breath, and it's how that breath goes through the vocal cords that dictates how the sound is produced, what kind of sound is produced. So putting pressure here and trying to force on the vocal cords and around the neck, all that's going to do is restrict the space here and make it harder. What you need ideally is a strong core, so the jet of air can go up the centre of your body and the rest of your body ideally relaxed. It's easier said than done, but it's not impossible. So yeah, just keep working at that, driving the sound from the core. It's not that you're producing the sound in the core, obviously, you're producing the sound with your vocal cords. But that's all they do. They just sit there and they either stretch or shorten, and they kind of oscillate, and that's what produces the sound. But it's all to do with what goes on below in the musculature. So if you put some, if you apply the core muscles when you're making the sound, then that will support the sound and enable a good jet of air to go through your vocal cords. You can even use all the muscles around the back. We're not one-dimensional. It's not just the front. All of us can be involved in the making of that sound. So I hope that's clarified how to produce the sound. And today I'm going to talk for the first time about mantra and how mantra links into the human condition. So the word human is two Sanskrit syllables. Man is thinking and hu is being. And then we have the same Sanskrit syllable, man, in mantra, so the thinking. And the tra is to interrupt or to protect. So a mantra, in simple terms, is a tool to help us be protected from our own thoughts. And really that is the human condition. We tend to live in our head and kind of cut ourselves off from the neck downwards. So through mantra we can protect ourselves from our thoughts and become more present. A mantra literally creates a gap in the thoughts, in much the same way that working with the vowel sounds did. So the most well-known Sanskrit, very short mantra is Om. Om, which is the first and the last of the Sanskrit vowels, which is A and U, followed by an M. Om. Om. And the M in Sanskrit signifies that the sound is nasalized. So in the case of the Om, as well as when you complete the sound, the lips do come to rest together and they do make a M sound. But the M actually signifies that the sound is nasalized. So nasalization is a bit tricky for English people. We don't have a nasalized sound in our language. But it's basically the it's that sound, nasalizing the sound. So you're looking to try and send the sound into this bit here. And what happens when you're successful in doing that is you create a subtle vibration up here at the top of the nose. And that subtle vibration sets up a vibration in the skull, and when we vibrate the skull, we're basically setting up a vibration throughout the skeleton. So we're vibrating our own bodies from the inside out. And that's powerful because we're literally vibrating every single cell in our body in the most powerful way. So I'm going to demonstrate an OM. So again, when you take the breath first, take it nice and deep. Because if you take the breath deep, then you're more likely to drive the sound from a deep place. So remember, it's OM, OM. I'll demonstrate. Okay, so you can hear the OM, and hopefully you can hear something of the nasalization. So now we're just going to practice the OMs. We're going to make 9 OMs. Now the other thing about mantra work is what people often use with mantra work are these. These are called mala beads. And the thing is, there are 108 beads on here. And 108 is the magical number of repetitions for mantra work. But we're not going to make 108 today because that would take too long. But we are going to make 9, because any division of 108 is supposedly also magical. So what I've done is I've separated 9 mala beads, and we will chant OM 9 times. Let's just check I have got 9. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. Yeah. So we will chant the OM 9 times. You may be able to make your OM more times than 9. If you can, that's fine. We're just practicing today. So if you need to, just fall back into the listening and get more of a sense of what you're doing, and then start again. Okay, so we're just going to chant 9 OMs all together. So when you've finished making all your OMs, try and just stay internalized and sit in that quality of that inner space, and just stay there for a little while. So I hope you've enjoyed today's introduction to mantra. We will be looking a little bit more at some other mantra. If you tried to do the OMs today but it didn't work so well, it may be an idea to go back and look at the videos that came before where we're working through the vowel sounds, because people have fed back to me that just through working through those videos they've managed to find more sound, more breath, and everything's kind of started connecting. So that would be an idea. Otherwise, just keep practicing these sounds and play with them. You know, get familiar with the listening to your own voice. So that's probably enough for today. I hope you've enjoyed today's sense of calm. If you have, please like and share, and maybe drop me a comment. You know, I'd love to know how you're getting on with this. So please just drop a little comment and maybe hit subscribe. Any feedback I'd be, very happy to hear. So thank you very much for joining me. I will be back very soon. Have a lovely day, whatever you're doing. I hope you continue to find a sense of calm. Bye for now.